some ground. Jump broke like dog, look a pussy way on. Your Mali on tears, your career just a drown. A gunman buy can't tin fat rounds. Buy mummy house, what? Straight cash not loan. Buy mine from my boss, couple with, couple crown. And that time I don't know.
Now I don't know who expect Masicka to respond this fast. I don't know, but Masicka responded. So Masicka released this single, you know, Vain. And we all know Tommy Lee released this single, right? Dissing up Masicka. So everybody was wondering if Masicka is gonna respond. How long is it gonna take Masicka to respond? And people, Masicka did not disappoint. He responded in a timely manner, you know what I mean? And boy, Masicka chat up something in the song there, you know what I mean? It's a good response to Tommy Lee's single. No, the thing is with this single with Masicka released, boy, Masicka chopped some lyrics and some, you know, he speaks some disrespectful thing about Tommy Lee. I understand. He even said Tommy Lee run behind Skeng right now, him little duppy. And I think the line when he said, "Who mad if I call myself goat?" You know what I mean? I think the line they went for Vybz Kartel, you know, like Vybz Kartel get a binds, you know, another one day, but you know, it is what it is. The man said Tommy Lee, Tommy Lee a cokehead. The Sparta man, them a bad team man, you know. The man said, "Why it's a bag of things Masicka saying at the side." The man said, "I won't be woman piss in Tommy Lee face and him still not lucky. That can't save him." You know what I mean? And Masicka definitely say he's not backing down from this clash. You know what I mean? The thing is, in this first song, Masicka reel out so much info upon Tommy Lee. Well, some of them we know. You know, when you talk about Bounty Killer, run Tommy Lee off a stage, Tommy Lee a big link, you know, the whole voice note with the leak who came out with Tommy Lee was basically crying on the phone. The man said Tommy Lee a ball pump forward, you know. Tommy Lee wanted a collab, but I don't think Masicka and Tommy Lee and Popcorn have a collab. So I don't know about that one day, you know. Yeah, Masicka, he said some disrespectful things and he loaded up this single with a whole heap of lyrics, a whole heap of punches, a whole heap of binds, you know. It leads me to wonder if Tommy Lee respond, what Masicka go forward with next, since he put, like, you know, most of the details in this first single is Vain. But boy, I don't know, people, you know. I'm waiting to see if Tommy Lee is going to respond, because the thing about it, Tommy Lee dropped his song first, so Masicka had ample time for, you know, build back and, you know, build this tune here. So you understand. So Masicka dropped him, you know, his song. I think the last time I checked it was at what 77K. So the song is definitely getting the traction. You know what I mean? And since people in dance want a clash. You understand? I think a lot of people are going to be anticipating what Tommy Lee go forward with next. Since Tommy Lee dropped the first song, Masicka now respond. So it's up to Tommy Lee, you know, for respond to Masicka's single Vain. So we just have to wait and see. But boy, may I tell you people, Masicka, why he did not, to me, he didn't disappoint in this one. You know, I know some people might say, oh, Masicka using the same flow. Him have one flow, him this, him that, you know. My thing about clash and clash tune, I'm just listening for, you know, the disrespect, you know, the infos, you know, and stuff like that. Even though, like I said, the tune, it'll go on good, you know what I mean? It'll go on good. And I could already hear people say, or trying to say, well, Masicka have this one flow and this one style. And even though when I'm listening to the song, I did not hear just one flow, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, but I tell you, Masicka, why, you know, I see he also big up Trinidad, man, big up Trinidad and he big up Guyana, you know what I mean? So, that was a smart move, strategy, you know, to gain more people on Masicka's side, so to speak. I think that was a smart move, you know. But, yeah, people, Masicka chat up something in this one here. I'm not lie, dog. I'm listening to the song and I'm like, damn. Wonder what Tommy Lee I go forward with next. You know what I mean? because Tommy Lee said him I go make Masicka, you know what I mean? Him I go turn Masicka into a mosquito. You know what I mean? So Masicka forward. Masicka say, well, boy, I'm to this waste man here, so called Tommy Lee Sparta. The man says Sparta full of fish, you know what I mean, and sprats. Boy, me tell you. But I say, yeah, Tommy Lee live off him little duppy, and I think that was Skeng he took that shot at, you know what I mean? So, why people me tell you, you know, the clash, I don't know how long this clash is going to last, so what? Masicka, you know, he did what I expected, you know. Masicka didn't run in this one, and in the update I did with when Tommy Lee dropped him song, I told Masicka this, like, you have to respond because it's gonna look like you're dancing, punching bag, everybody you take, you know, aim at Masicka and disrespect Masicka, and it's like Masicka, you know, him always pull the level cards and all them things there. Now I know some people are gonna say, well, why Masicka never respond to Alkaline and you know, this Alkaline. You know, Masicka and Alkaline, they been throwing their subliminals, their shades at each other. No one brawlingly call out no one name yet. And I think that's why Masicka responding this one, because Tommy Lee go brawling and call out Masicka name. You know what I mean? So it's like Masicka had no choice but to respond. You know what I mean? So Masicka respond, and I mean, I lie, you know, the tune it a go on good people. You know what I mean? I personally like the diss track. I remember this is Masicka's first song responding. So I don't think Masicka is gonna, but I hope, you know, if this war to continue, I'm waiting to hear what Masicka, what more details, you know, what info, the files, you know, and how Masicka are gonna respond if Tommy Lee decide to respond to this single here, you know, Vain by Masicka. But you know, we just have to wait and see, people. You know what I mean? We just have to wait and see. And like I said, I know people are gonna say, well, you know, Masicka should have clashed Alkaline. You know, I even said it might look away if Masicka decide to respond to Tommy Lee. And, you know, people are gonna say why he never respond to Alkaline. The thing is, like I said, Tommy Lee called Masicka name out brawling, you know. So it kind of basically left Masicka no choice but to respond. Because if Masicka didn't respond, you know, people are gonna say, well, oh, like him afraid of Tommy Lee, or, you know, this and that and whatever. So Masicka did the right thing by responding, and responded he did with a good diss track towards Tommy Lee. So right now, I'm just here waiting to see, you know, what Tommy Lee I go forward with, how long Tommy Lee I go take for respond, you know what I mean, and all them things there. But you know, the clash seems nice. Seems like it'll be a nice clash if Tommy Lee, you know, don't throw in the towel, you know, because if Tommy Lee do not respond, right, you don't know, people are gonna, you know, people are gonna beat him, and Masicka definitely are gonna have a duppy on the belt. Even though some people might say, well, Tommy Lee is already a duppy because Jamil the duppy him, you know what I mean, now him forward again. And, you know, Masicka, you know, might duppy him, but we don't know yet, people. We have to wait and see, because, you know, Tommy Lee go forward back with a, you know, with a strong diss track, and you know, kind of like, you know, have dancehall fans them in a way right now. But the single that Masicka released right now, definitely, I like the single. I rate the single, so, you know, I'm just gonna leave it right there. I like Tommy Lee's song too, but Tommy Lee's song was like the first song to beat up, you know, Masicka, for Masicka to respond. So Tommy Lee didn't go that hard or that grimy, even though some people saying he chatting some grimy things, but, you know, them not hear him too clearly. And then the rhythm, you know, the rhythm choice that Tommy Lee used is more like a, I don't know, kind of like a hardcore, kind of like, you know, them rock or, you know, gothic rhythm. So, you know, people are waiting to see, you know, what Tommy Lee I go forward with next. You know, like I said, since Masicka respond now with this track, you know, called Vain. You know what I mean? But I don't know. You guys let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, people, because like I said, a lot of people was waiting to hear or to see if Masicka are gonna respond or how long, you know, it would take Masicka to respond, and Masicka did not take long to respond, people. You know what I mean? I think it's like 1 day after Tommy Lee. I don't even know if it was a full day, but right after Tommy Lee released this single, Masicka, like, he was in the studio, you know what I mean, hearing Tommy Lee's song, working on this track here. So I understand. Vain. And like I said, you know, punches, everything in that song there, you know, well orchestrated, well built, you know, as a diss track towards Tommy Lee. See it? So right now, we just have to wait and see if Tommy Lee are gonna respond or when he's gonna respond. But what you guys can do is let me know who y'all, you know, who you choose in this clash, if a Tommy Lee or, you know, if a Masicka. Whose song you think went, you know, the hardest, if it was Tommy Lee or Masicka, you know. And yeah, just let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, people. But right now, we just have to wait and see if Tommy Lee and when Tommy Lee is gonna respond. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section, people. Alright? Until the next notification, but checking you guys on another one. Little more.
I don't know, shut a flick now your dome. You pop the molly, then you yam the dolly. Shut a cramp your body, rip up the freak now your bone. Hey boy, they a chill and a beg me call them, but they kill and